The Dutch Grand Prix marks Formula One's return after the summer break, with the Orange Army expected to be out in full force to cheer on their home hero Max Verstappen. It's no surprise that Max Verstappen is still top of the leaderboard heading into the final 10 rounds of the season. However, it isn't as comfortable of a lead as it has been in recent seasons, and with 78 points between him and second place of Lando Norris, the Dutch driver will be concerned that he hasn't won a race since the Spanish Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz has a 12-point gap between himself and Lewis Hamilton, who is sitting in 6th place. However, the British driver has won 2 of the previous 3 races in what is a massive upturn in form for both himself and the Brackley-based Mercedes team. The battle for third in the standings is at the moment also looking tight, with only 10 points separating Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri, with only 5 points back from the Australian to Sainz. In the constructor standings, McLaren are seen as a real championship contender, with both Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri consistently near the top of the leaderboard at the end of each Grand Prix. With Sergio Perez not being in the best of form for Red Bull, they are mostly relying on Max Verstappen to win their points, and this leaves an only 42 points gap between the top 2 in the standings. Ferrari are also not far behind, but Mercedes have been scoring well in recent races and look to be back in a battle for a top spot in the 3 constructors in the championship. But what about the track itself? Well, after racing at Spa, the longest on the calendar, we now move to one of the shorter ones, with Zandvoort only being 4.59 kilometers in length. 72 laps of the circuit will be the race distance, providing we don't have any issues on the starting grid or photographers out of position. And in terms of tyres, the teams will have a choice of the C1, C2, C3 tyres on a demanding circuit for tyre wear. But when can you catch the Dutch Grand Prix? Action kicks off on Friday with free practice 1 at 12:30 PM local time, which is around 11:30 AM in the UK. Then later that day, we have free practice 2, which starts at 4 PM local time, 3 PM in the UK, before the final practice session, FP3, on Saturday morning at 11:30 AM local time, which is around 10:30 AM in the morning in the UK. Moving on to qualifying, that will take place at 3 PM local time, which is 2 PM in the UK, and of course the Grand Prix itself will take place at 3 PM local time on Sunday, which is 2 PM in the UK. So there you have it, Formula 1 making its return after the summer break. Are you excited to see F1 making its return? Let us know in the comments section. But anyway, thanks for watching. We hope you can join us in the next one. Goodbye.